Hi, welcome to Comedy Cigars and Music, and today's cigar for review is a Kristoff Connecticut. Enjoy. Off the foot and wrapper I'm getting hay, sweetness and cream. There's the band, it's got some gold on it, looks nice. And that's enough of that. Alright, starting at the cigar here, we got some butter, we got a little bit of wood, we got a little hint of sweet vanilla in there, okay? And then there's also just a little bit of spice coming in on the flavours as you hold that smoking. On the Retrohale you got a little bit of earth and leather, and then on the finish you get some of that leather and just a little hint of spice in there. Alright, well that takes us through the beginning of the cigar here, and we'll go from there. So. Alright, we're making our way well through the first start here, right? And I want to show you that burn and the ash. You got to check out that ash. And that ash is about as beautiful and straight as a wang ding on a hing seng. Now I did tap that ash off and it came off in a solid clump. Nice, I like it. So, flavour wise, I'm getting roasted coffee, vanilla and earth. And I would say the flavours are pretty subtle, pretty mild right now. As far as Retrohale goes, very clean Retrohale, alright? And there's just a little bit of coffee right at the tail end of it. Right as the last little bit of smoke goes at your nostrils, you get just a little bit of roasted coffee there. On the finish, basically roasted coffee and earth. There's not a lot of sweetness, anything like that on the finish right now. So smoke output and draw have been absolutely excellent. And I already showed you the burn, so you know the story on that. Now, time to thank our sponsor, 58ring.com. You go to their website by clicking the link in the description box below and you get a 9% discount, alright? Helps out the channel, helps out small business. You like it? I like it. And I'd also like to give a shout out to me for buying this cigar to review. Alright, we're well into the second third here, and the flavours are toasted vanilla, a little bit of roasted coffee and some woodiness in there. On the Retrohale, there's some roasted coffee. It's a little bit more pronounced than it was in the first third. And then on the finish, alright, you got some roasted coffee and leather. It kind of goes from a roasted coffee into a leather there. Alright, not bad. The burn is still excellent, and the draw and smoke output have been phenomenal. No problems with those at all. Kind of like, you know, sometimes you're running your stove and somebody's kind of nice, but then they're kind of nasty. Not like this cigar. Cigar's kind of nice and nice. Now, as far as the components of the cigar go, you got an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, you've got a Nicaraguan Habano binder, and then you've got a quad Dominican Habano fillers. I can't say that. Did you see how there's a pause there? It's like I was trying to think of what I was going to say, but then I knew what I was going to say. It's like my brain had like a reset right there. It's like, hey, you know, sometimes when I'm doing these reviews, I got a light up there. I feel like I'm being interrogated. No, I don't know who the second shooter on the grassy knoll was. I promise. Wasn't even born then. Aye. You ever run into one of them fellas that when they talk, they've got a normal voice, but then when they've got to do something important, they put their chest out a little bit and their voice gets deep. So you're talking to them and you're like, hey, how's that salad you're eating? And they're like, oh, great. And then you're like, hey, what happened to your tire on your truck? Well, I had to go and change it like a man. I lifted it with my bare hands, ripped the tire off, put on a new one. How are your children? Oh, they're doing good. Alright, we're finishing up the cigar here. Now, flavour wise, still getting that toasted vanilla, a little bit of earth, and the smoke, then this final third has been really creamy. So this creaminess in the smoke has really come out in this final third, alright? And even here, in a couple pulls every so often, I'm getting a little bit of fruit in there, alright? And it's almost like it's reminding me of like a grape. Now on the Retrohale, I'm getting some roasted coffee and earth, and then on the finish, you've still got that roasted coffee, leather, and the finish is fairly creamy too, alright? Now, all that being said, this final third hasn't been like a rock'em sock'em, you know, knock me on my bottom or anything like that. The flavours have kind of just kind of really mellowed out, a little bit harder to distinguish, but they're still there. I can still pick them out. So rating this cigar, while it's enjoyable, I'd give this cigar a 2. It's just, it was enjoyable, but it's not knocking me on my butt. Now, the draw, the smoke output, the burn have been excellent. No complaints as far as that goes with this cigar though. Smoke time for this cigar came out to 2 hours and 9 minutes. As always, thanks for joining us. If you like this review, have liked other videos, other reviews, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please make sure to leave all your questions and comments below. We'll get to them as they come along. Until next time guys, don't be a dillweed. Try to find a cigar that knocks you on your butt. And we'll see you soon.